Good morning, guys. It's like, I don't think it's 8, or I think it might be 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like 7 something, right? I literally just woke up. That's why my hair is all like messed up. Also, yesterday my puppy was like biting my hair, so he tangled the shit out of it. He's laying down like right over there. He's watching me talk to myself, and he's like trying to start coming over. He's coming over. He's just crazy. Honestly, he's just crazy right now. I just wanted to come on here to talk about like mental health because I struggle so fucking much with mental health. Like, I have been working on my mental health since I was like 13. Um, I think a big reason, I had mental issues as well is, I feel like it is genetics because from what I've seen and what I've noticed, um, not every single one of like my aunts, uncles, family members, mom, dad, like not everybody has been diagnosed, but just from looking at everybody, we do have very high anxiety in my family. We also struggle with depression, which is what I struggle with. I struggle with anxiety and depression. I've had like panic attacks and things like that. I get it pretty severe. I recently went through something and I couldn't eat, and I couldn't, like, I was literally having diarrhea like pretty much every single day, um because of my emotions. Like, it was nothing else but my emotions. I couldn't really eat. I would barely eat like a small bowl of anything, and my mom would mostly like help me blend vegetables and things like that because my mom's very big on nutrition. um and I have noticed that it does make a really big difference because if I don't eat at a certain time, or if I don't eat like a certain meal, I will have a lot of anxiety. And yesterday I was having a lot of anxiety because my family left, and then they were all going to like a baby shower and things like that, and then I was the only one home. But in the morning I had to go to work, so I ate breakfast, which was just like egg whites. I didn't really make myself like anything. I just made egg whites. And then after that I came home, and so maybe 12 1ish. It depends because that job that I'm working, it's the one at the beauty store. I think I've told you guys, but I work at a beauty store as well. So that one I just go to that job because it like makes me extra money, and then I get like good discounts. So that's why I like working there. It's not like bad. It's not like a really bad job or anything. Like, it's pretty chill. It's tamed. So then I drove home like maybe an hour later. I'm finally here at home. I'm taking care of the doggy, like my puppy. I'm taking care of him. I'm doing all this other stuff. I was like trying to clean everything because another thing, one of my aunts and uncles were gonna come, and my mom was like, hey, like, can you not have the dog's stuff in the house? And I was like, yeah, sure. Because they wanted it in my room because I had everything in the house, because I had been keeping him in the house, which I was gonna transition him because he was like a puppy at first, but now he's like been maybe 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks, and he's a lot bigger. So we were like, okay, let's start not getting him used to the house, and let's put him in your room and get him used to like going in and out of your room, sleeping in there, because I'm like closer to the backyard, so it's like easier for me to just let him out and then he can go run in the backyard and things like that. So my parents were like, let's just do that. It's a lot easier for you and for us. Like, we also don't want him to get used to the house, because then when he gets older, he is going to be like a medium-sized dog, like a pretty big dog. So they're like, we don't want him in the house necessarily when he's older and bigger, because then he's gonna be knocking shit down. Like, he already knocks shit down, and he already messes up everything. So they don't want him to start messing up everything, and like get used to it. So I was like, yeah, I get that, understandable. So I moved everything into my room. I have like a bunch of fucking clothes over here that I have not like folded and shit, and I have like sweaters and jackets because I have been like going out, not like out, but I went to hang out with a few of my friends. So I was like trying to decide on an outfit for like 2 nights, and then I kept trying on like different jackets, and I was like, this one, no, I don't like this one. Okay, this one, okay, no, I don't like this one. And I would take it off, and then I would just leave them here, and I would like keep trying on the other fucking jackets. I felt like you guys were just looking at me in the fucking corner like this, trying to lay down or something, but I'm not laying down. I'm literally like kind of sitting up. Not really sitting up, I'm like holding myself up. It was kind of intense. Like, I was throwing up for several days. Like, anytime I'd feel like some type of emotion, I would go and I'd throw up, and I would not be able to hold it down. Like literally right now, I want to fucking throw up. I want to throw up. Like, I'm not fucking joking. I literally have a trash can right here. Let me try to show you guys. Like, that's how much I'm not fucking joking about the emotion thing, because it fucks me up. And I can't act normal. I can't, like, go to work, things like that. And then I considered, like, I didn't know this, but apparently it is a disability. And you can, like, file paperwork for all of that so that you don't get fired because it is a disability, because like it's not something that you want, but it's something that fucking happens. And anxiety and depression are apparently the disability, if you guys did not know. And you can get extensions at work and school to like have time off, or like to not do schoolwork, or to have extensions on schoolwork. Like if it's due this Sunday, you don't have to turn it in until next Sunday. Sorry, my voice is cracking. Personally, I'm a little too hard on myself, and I don't think I'm gonna file for disability type shit, just because I want to power through it, and I don't want my disability to fucking be a disability, you know? Like, I'm just a hard ass on myself, just because I don't, I tell myself to be tougher. Like, I try to get myself to be tougher, and it is a whole mental thing. Like, it is just all in your head. It is just a mind thing. So like it sucks because yeah, I can get therapy, but it's a me thing. Like I have to work on it, you know? Like I have to actively be working on it every single day. And it's hard, and a lot of people don't understand it. Like my family still really doesn't fucking understand it, because I told you guys that I was like going through it, and my sister keep like bugging me because I'll like say something. Like, I'll be like, yeah, I'll go with you on Saturday to whatever the fuck, right? And then when the day comes, like, I'm highly stressed and things like that. Like, I probably had a shitty day at work the day prior. I probably had to do a bunch of schoolwork. I still have to do a bunch of schoolwork, shit like that. And then I have to take care of the puppy. And like, let's say that the puppy, because the puppy has been doing this. My TV's on, by the way. That's why the light keeps changing. There'll be times where the puppy will not let me sleep. Like he stays up all night for some fucking reason. Like I make him run. I think it's because when I leave for work, he naps. My mom says that he just naps the whole time. So he's getting sleep. He's sleeping. But at night, he's like, I'm fucking awake, bitch. I'm not gonna go to sleep. Like what? So I think that's our issue, because I do make him run. I even fucking get exhausted and I knock out. And like the other night, I didn't wake up for shit. Like I fell asleep and I didn't wake up for shit. And my mom said that he was playing with a water bottle like loud as hell at like 3 a.m, and he stayed up for hours, which I didn't even fucking hear. I was asleep. I was dead ass asleep because I was tired. I freaking ran with him. I'll run with him for a good amount of time. Like I'll run with him for at least like an hour or two. And I consistently take him out. Like every time that I go and do something, I come back and then I take him out for a good while. And then he's able to pee, poop. I feed him. He's like kind of whining right now because I think he wants to go out and run. But yeah, I just fed him. Like I just let him out a little bit earlier because I had to pee. And then I know he probably had to pee. He did have to pee. And then I came in, poured water and food in his bowl, and he already ate his food. And right now he's just been like running around. But yeah, it's hard for me to feel like I fit in. Even nowadays, I do have friends. It's not that I don't have friends, but I think it's the fact that like everybody's just so different from me as well. And like most of my friends will drink, smoke, party, things like that. I don't really do that. And it's not a bad thing that they do. Like I'm not saying that's bad, but I just personally don't do that. And I have always hated that I never got like on board with that, you know, like my body, just me in general, I just couldn't ever get on board. Like I've never like drank like that. I never smoked like that. And I always felt lame because I didn't. But the one thing that I do love is like the gym. And then even at the gym, sometimes I feel like very, how do I say this? I don't know why, but the word inadequate is popping up in my head. I don't think it's inadequate. Maybe. I just feel like I don't do enough. I feel like I don't do enough. Like I have gone to the gym for so long, but I just stay skinny. Like I just stay skinny. It's not even like I try to bulk up. I try to eat more, but sometimes I do have that period of time where I'm feeling shitty, like a few weeks ago, or like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where like the feelings just don't subside, they just stay, and I stay feeling shitty for a good amount of time. And I'll like be throwing up, I'll be having diarrhea, I can't fucking eat, my emotions take over, I like cry like 5, 7, 8, 10 maybe times a day, and it sucks. And then I can barely sleep, like I constantly wake up, like I'll sleep and then I wake up and then I go back to sleep and then I wake up. That's literally what happened last night as well. I kept waking up, I kept having bad dreams. I'm like, my hair's tangled as fucks, this little bitch. But yeah, it just, it sucks sometimes, and nobody really talks about that. Like they do, not like how much it actually affects your life, because it affects my life to the point where I could probably lose my jobs and shit like that. I kind of keep myself in check now. I used to do that before. Like I used to call out of work all the time, and it was because of my anxiety. Like I'd be having like a lot of fucking anxiety. I have been, but I used to have a lot of anxiety, and like really bad, to the point where I just couldn't even go to work. I couldn't get up and go to work, and I would be crying in bed, and I'd just be like, oh my god, like I don't want to lose my job, and I want to stay there, I like the job, I want to be there, but at the same time, like I feel so much anxiety. It literally feels like there's little things like this on your body, like it feels like somebody's like tapping you everywhere, and it literally feels disgusting. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like you're vibrating like everywhere, and then your heart starts pounding, like this nasty, gross, overwhelming feeling. It honestly does feel like somebody's sitting on your chest, and then like you can barely breathe, and it just feels gross. It's like one of the worst things ever. I wouldn't want this for anybody else, but I know other people do have it. Like I think I was telling you guys that it does run in my family. I noticed that like my grandma has it, my mom has it. I used to see it in my mom, and I used to be like, damn, why is she throwing up? Like, why is she acting weird? And like, you know, I used to see it in my mom, but I didn't know it was anxiety because she never even told me it was anxiety. She didn't even know that that's what it was. She would just say that she'd just say like, oh, I'm sick, or I'm feeling really sick. And it's the anxiety, it's not her feeling sick, you know? A lot of people don't understand it. Like, I'm a very emotional person, and the anxiety makes it worse, and I panic and I freak out about a lot of things, and I constantly need reassurance, which is I think why people find me annoying, which is fine, you know? I'm not for everybody, and that's completely understandable, because I'm not saying that like I'm likable to everybody and that I'm super fucking likable and that everybody loves me, because no, I know that not everybody's gonna fucking love me, not everybody's gonna like that I have anxiety, not everybody's gonna want to even understand that I have anxiety. Draco, hey, he's trying to get this doorknob thing that I have on my door. I have the hiccups now. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you, Draco. He just had to drop my